Hi, Pastor Robin back. Beside me is Tim. Tim came to our church about 3 months ago after hearing about us. And he's volunteered his time and his money and his efforts.
So, right, Pastor Robin?
Yeah.
What does the Church of the Holy Smoke represent?
It represents freedom, equality, and understanding. We must learn from everybody else and be free to learn from other things, other people, and to be able to understand what it means to be truly free. Freedom is something that isn't earned. It's your right, and that's what we stand for.
Free right for freedom,
yeah.
The right to be free.
Yeah.
And what does the church stand for? What is its symbol? What is its...
What we stand for is human rights in anything, not only cannabis, but in equal rights for homosexual.
Overall equality?
Overall equality. I would be proud once I get my certificate and be able to marry people. I would be proud to marry men and women, or men and men, or women and women, if they come to me and say, I truly love each other. Why should we have this stigma that a man can't love another man, or a woman can't love another woman, or, it's sad. It's totally sad that so many people's rights and freedoms have been abused by not only the government but other churches. We say with our belief that you have a right, you have a voice, and regardless what anybody thinks, everybody, whoever you are, whatever nationality you are, whatever church you were raised in, you have a right.
Would you say that people of other faiths will have a place to come and congregate under the banner of equality to enjoy in the holy sacrament that is cannabis and the company of other like-minded individuals?
I don't care if you were raised Muslim, Christian, if you were raised with an Egyptian background or a Pakistani background or a German background. You're people. You're my brothers and sisters. I don't care where you're from. If you believe in Allah, peace be to his name, Jesus Christ, or any other prophet or savior that you want to believe in, that's your right. But you also have a right to believe in Mother Earth. And that's who I believe in. Mother Earth is the one that created us. And regardless what, we have to respect her, and we have to respect her children. And her children are welcome in my home anytime.
Why is cannabis considered a holy sacrament?
Well, I have been using cannabis since I was about 12 or 13 years old. I used to be a heroin addict, and I stopped using heroin on June 8, 1995. So I've been clean and sober, and cannabis helped me get off of heroin. I didn't do any methadone programs or nothing. Cold turkey. I was very ill for a long time, and
It's a strong person to pull through something like that. But you say cannabis helped you greatly?
Totally. And I've also been in a house fire 5 years ago that I had a severe brain injury, and my wheelchair is not too far from me here. I was in a wheelchair and told I would never walk again or be able to do anything and live in a care home the rest of my life. And I said, the heck with this, and started smoking more weed. And the more weed I smoked, the better I got, and the stronger I got, and the more positive I got, and the more enlightened I got. And every time I think about the place I was at and the torture I went through, not only spiritually but mentally, every time I took a puff of that joint or ate a cookie, I was able to relax and look at the truth of life. Yeah. And I've seen the pain that I've caused others, and that others have caused me over the years. And, not only did I have to spiritually heal, but mentally and physically heal. And cannabis did that for me. And I'm the guy I am today.
Hallelujah.
Because of cannabis.
So, what are some of the long-term goals of the Church of the Holy Smoke?
What I would like to do is get a permanent home for the church. And a place that people from all over the world can come and visit. And if they don't have enough money to have a bed, we'd have a bed for them if there was enough room. I would like to see a soup kitchen open 7 days a week where homeless people can come and eat. There's a few churches in White Rock that once a week give a meal out here and there, and it's sporadic. There's maybe 3 times a day that people can actually get something to eat. I would like to have a food drive where people can and bring their families, and people that need food can come and get what they need and be able to help. I'd also like to be able to support cancer patients or any other patients that have got a life-threatening disease.
Now, you have in the past helped support some cancer patients.
Yes, I have. Out of my own pocket, there's several people in a hospital in Langley, also Surrey. One of them just got out of the hospital. I've spent over $10,000 of my own money giving them all free cannabis to help them. And you know something? One of the gentlemen got out of the hospital. I'll give you his first name is Doug. He's one of my best friends. Since we've met, he's a true gentleman. And he hasn't got much money, but he was suffering from cancer. And I gave him cannabis. And I've given many people cannabis.
But not just cannabis, but spiritual help as well.
Yes, I've sat and held the hand of a few dying people, just because, nobody else would hold their hand. I've helped women and children. I've stopped one person from killing themselves, and the RCMP have files on all this stuff because, as a person that respects the law, if somebody's going to hurt themselves, I got to do everything I can to help them, including calling the authorities.
So you're not opposed to actually using the authorities as they're there to be, as a peacekeeper, as somebody to help.
And that's what they should be. They should be peacekeepers, and people that and police officers should be held up to a higher standard than we are. They should be leaders. And lead the fight on violations of human rights.
In the community, how would the church support its local community?
We've already started supporting the local community. We go on garbage picks on the beach every couple of days, pick up garbage. One of our fellow pastors takes his metal detector down to the beach every couple of days, goes off of it. We pick up all the garbage, all the beer cans and stuff.
We actually have some evidence of this as well.
Yeah. And we pick up all the cans and everything we can. And when we pick them up,
you see here a lot of rusted spikes, nails, small things that children could step on and walk away with tetanus with. It's definitely not something you want covering the sand of your beach, and we're trying to make an effort to at least take some danger.
So, and we just told how many bags of garbage away that we picked up.
Oh, there were 6 bags of garbage that was picked up on the beach.
And we hauled that up to the garbage dump. At no cost to the city, may I add. But, something, it's not about the money. It's about what's doing right. We are in infancy in our church. We're infants. And we're still learning. And we must survive. We must, for the people of this country and for the United States. I'm not doing this to make myself rich, and I'm not doing this to get my face on every page on the newspaper. I've already done that. I'm doing this because I care, because I care about you, the people out there, because I care about how you feel and how people in general are treated. If you think your human rights have been violated, then you must do something about it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing something about it. My right to celebrate my religion, my right to congregate with my fellow friends and members of my church has been assaulted. And I'm taking care of that. And, you know, I have a good team behind me. Pastor Tim that you just met is going to be working heavily with the media and stuff. The man has been in movies. He's an actor. Tim, what's your last
Howlett.
name? Howlett? Tim Howlett. What movies have you been in?
Seventh Son as a soldier. I was in Mother's Day as the arm that rolled the doobie. I was in Cheat playing poker for 2 consecutive weeks, which you think you can never play enough poker, but believe me, you can play enough poker. What else? I was a scare actor at Fright Nights for the P&E for 2 consecutive years, proudly making people piss their pants out of fear. Yeah, and just general special effects makeup modeling as well.
When you heard about our church, why did you come to it?
Why did I come to it? For you. And then I learned about the church, and I support the church because I believe that it's got a good grounds. It's honest in its effort to help the community, and it's honest in its effort to help its fellow man, and it's honest in its effort to maintain an air of equality in all factions and settings, then that is something that I should be morally obligated to be part of.
So, as an actor, your face has been out there in movies and stuff. Is there something that you really want your face a part of?
Well, I would definitely invite everybody in my network, my friends, my immediate circle of family, to definitely inspect and try to see what they think about it, see what they can find any enjoyment out of in this. And I'm sure many of them would find a place where they feel respected and everyone's equal, and you know, there's no drama, no problems, no bickering, no battling, no my God is better than your God, no my race is better than your race. It's just a peaceful monastery of sanctuary, in all honesty. So that's where I stand with it.
Any type of disease that cannabis can help and that they need help with, I'd like to be able to supply it with them, but without support, I can't do it. I've spent a lot of money on my own doing it, and I'm going broke. Without support and help, we're done. But I know there's people out there that believe in what we're doing in our mission. And those people, I'm asking you, sit down, write down my address. I'm going to give it to you soon. And think about what we're doing. And think about, do you want to be a part of this movement? And if you do, write me a letter. Send me a comment on my videos. Or if you don't, write your comments regardless. But keep them clean and keep them honest. Remember, we are a church, and we respect all people's opinion unless they hurt somebody else. And that I will not put up with, and your comments will be deleted. With that, my address is 14737 Marine Drive, White Rock, British Columbia, Canada. I look forward to hearing from you in either letter form or other forms. And thank you, Pastor Tim, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye, folks. From Pastor Robin and Pastor Tim, this is the Church of Holy Smoke saying goodbye.